All right, we are back from the break, and there were a few questions about uh, some things to do. Specifically, a question about someone getting trapped in softened earth and stone, and when it's just made into clay, that doesn't actually do anything. What it does is uh, actually, now that I look at it, it's the mud that is a problem. Stone softened into clay does not hinder movement, but it does allow characters to cut, shape, or excavate areas they may not have been able to affect before.
Solas ask one question for the Gravs.
Yep.
Do they know if these spider creatures have infravision?
We don't know. We've really only fought them in space or here on this planet when we lost it. And when it was clear
So,
that they were overrunning us, we evacuated and didn't end up fighting them in any of the mines.
so no idea if a nighttime assault on their camp would be more beneficial than just surprise attack during the day.
No idea. I mean, there is
I look.
some. There is like infravision generally only goes to 60 feet depending on the
Mm-hmm.
creature, so that can be
Yeah.
beneficial if other people can see further.
Mm-hmm.
Almost
And
are halflings.
looking from the darkness into the camp that has fires, you could see more clearer into the camp than out of the camp.
With normal vision, yeah.
Well, Solas is of the opinion that we most likely should take care of this camp because it might be a bigger problem if we just let it be and continue exploring.
Judging by how many corpses we saw in the cave, which is what, like 20 of them, the opposing faction.
I don't
Mhm.
think you guys actually counted, and I didn't keep track
Uh,
either.
all right, let's
It was
just
roughly
assume
around
that
that.
we can assume that they'll probably bring in at least like 30 to 60 more reinforcements. I'd rather deal with them when they're at 30.
Yeah,
hmm
and then
And
when the
half of them are
reinforcement,
weakened. Yeah, I mean, half of us are weakened, but I think they're at more of a disadvantage than we are.
But what if
okay.
they end up bringing in even more reinforcements, knowing that they've lost that many, 30 plus whatever they lost in here?
Well,
What if
I
we make
think
it look like a nature attack? We get like a load of animals. Thing, could you like cause a load of animals to start devouring the corpse and stuff to look make? Oh, actually, no, they might take revenge on nature. But I don't know.
I.
But I thought that was a good cover up if they could make it look natural.
What if we take some of the dead bodies from inside the caves and put them in with the dead out there after we've killed them?
You mean like let them think that Swiftish people attack them?
Yeah, that their people have come to reinforce them.
That's like starting a war, that is.
Well, no.
Well, they are already exterminating
Well, yeah, I
Swiftish
know.
people.
What I
Leva
mean
has a
is that if
question.
you wipe them all out, it just seems like they would realize that. I think that there would be two options before them: either give up on whatever reason they're here, or
Go in
feel that
hard.
they need even more forces.
Yeah.
Mm.
They seem like the type that would just keep on sending everything they've got.
And you had a question, Leva?
Yeah, but to Finn, what actually is the effect if somebody walks into a softened earth area?
It depends on what I soften it into. If it becomes mud, then they have to save versus paralyzation, or they lose the ability to move, attack, or cast spells for 1d2 rounds. Loose dirt would reduce them to half their normal movement rate. Other than that, it doesn't impede movement at all.
Is it up to you as the caster?
No, it depends on what it was to begin with.
Ah, okay.
So clay would be wet earth. Anything around like actual water would be wet earth, but where their camp was, that would be dry earth.
So dry earth would become loose sand or dirt.
Yeah. Also, what he read about the mud was creatures that are in the area of effect when the mud takes place. Moving through the area, you're just reduced to 10 feet per round with the mud.
Yes.
I'm going to propose this because you've mentioned it, Finn. Just table the idea. I hand the scroll to Solas because he's a wizard and a cleric. If he reads your scroll of tongues, he reads my. Oh no, he didn't see. He wasn't there. He doesn't know where it is. I would have to do all you. Well, I was thinking of just hearing the conversations. Just me might hear like, "Oh, we are attacked. We can expect reinforcements," or I might hear nothing. There's a good chance I'll hear something useful. Is it worth it though? I mean, are we attacking today or?
I mean, since you are invisible, you could also always just go near it and cast a clear audience invisibly from near it.
Yeah,
With Braxon's ring.
yeah. You need
Or
to
with the
be.
tongue spell.
I don't have it memorized, but that's why it was because the range on clear audience is unlimited. But obviously, the limitation is on the
Okay,
ring
so
or
if-
a scroll.
obviously, I don't understand magic as well as you, but I believe that as long as you're within the distance of one of them with my ring, you have the ability to understand that language. Whether that stacks with your clear audience spell or not, I don't know. But you need to be near one of them. Maybe
Yeah,
one of them is asleep or ill would do. As long as they're alive.
Sneaking so close to them, it would be just same to try and sneak up and listen normally.
Well,
Well, the idea is
I got a quick question to Finn. When you change into the forms of creatures, what happens to magic items you're wearing? Do they disappear? Do they still work?
In a way, they become part of me.
So-
Some do still work, some don't.
Right. Well, we don't know whether my ring will work.
and plus this clear audience is a wizard scroll. The only
Right.
reason I can read it is because I'm a thief.
Okay.
And that's what I was originally thinking of.
Well, I'm quite.
Solas to do it because he's a cleric and he could bypass that the failure chance.
Well, I'm cleric and mage.
Yeah, but he needs to have actually seen the location.
Or it needs to be really obvious for me, like what's behind? Can I hear behind this door? That was also part of the use for the spell.
I mean, if we're attacking tomorrow, I do think there is merit in using the above suggestion that I have made.
Well, you're welcome to have my ring. You're still invisible. You're going to have to take one of your rings off, though.
Yeah, I'd have to take my ring regeneration off.
Well,
It
in
would
any
be
case,
nice to know what they're planning.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll borrow your ring of languages, I guess. And I will get close enough to pick up their language.
Does anyone
I mean, if you-
have a scroll of tongues?
I do.
Finn does. I mean, that was the safer option to do it. I could do it through that, and there would be no risk.
Okay, because I think the ring has like a 30-foot range, which is...
Pretty slim.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
it's
probably better off with the tongue spell.
I mean, with the tongue spell, at least you wouldn't have to go anywhere.
Not going somewhere is a lot better, yeah.
Well, I don't have it memorized. I mean, do we want to use a scroll? We've
I
gone
mean,
up
it's
these two
pretty,
spells.
That's what
it's pretty
scrolls are
common
for.
spell.
No, I'm not saying no. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll use the tongues. What level's it cast?
It is casting at 12th level.
So 20% failure on that. And this scroll of clear audience would be a straight 25 failure or a backfire. Yeah.
Okay. Real fast, let me take care of something else. Okay.
I will use a reroll on the clear audience because I don't know what a backfire would do on that. I don't want to accidentally use another spell on the scroll, like Death Spell, on the party. I mean, most of the party's high enough level, but bam of 10 NPCs.
Yeah, I'm just handling something else.
Shenanigans.
Okay. All right, so you cast Tongues. What is your percentage chance on that one? You're not using a reroll on that?
Not on that one. That one's 20% chance to fail it.
Yeah, that's a pre-scroll, so.
Yeah. It's 4
Okay.
levels above my casting, but...
All right, so you cast the Tongue spell. You feel it take effect. And then a reroll on the...
Yeah, the scroll with the following.
Okay. Do you want high or low as a failure?
Do I know?
Well, I mean, I will take the best.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just say hi. I mean, if they're both the same to me as the person.
Right. So what I mean, like, I could roll like 96 and 91, and if you go low,
Yeah.
then both of them are good. If you go high, both of them are bad. So,
Uh,
and if one is a 3 and the other is a 97, then I will take whichever one is best.
I will say hi, and that's my beneficial result, I guess.
All right, and use the your reroll. All right, and declare audience, correct?
Yeah, so I can remotely hear that location.
Okay.
It's got a 60-foot radius.
I just need to check to see if there's a failure chance or anything like that. Okay. All right. I will say that given that you have just seen the location, it is familiar to you.
Yeah, I was hoping that it would be.
Yeah. All right. So, you cannot move the location. Did you want to get like basically the center of the camp?
Yeah, where the most, to the best of my ability, the best location where I think I would get the most conversations.
Okay. All right. So first, there's a lot of conversations that you're immediately picking up. Let me double check the tongue spell real fast. I want to make sure that this is going to work.
Language or languages to be understood. I could name the creatures that the graph called them.
Okay. Yep. All right. Okay, so the it's gonna take you a few minutes to like sift through some of these conversations because you're getting like you're hearing everything. And let's see, 1 round per level, so it's 12. Okay, 12 rounds. All right. All right. So you start picking up some bits of conversation. Various complaints about pain, some prayers to some entity called the Wise Queen, the and stuff like that. You're gonna need to concentrate, so and like try to focus in on some of the sounds because you're basically like hearing everything talked about as if you're standing right there. So you're like trying to focus and you can't see who's talking. So that limits what you can do. Give me a saving throw versus paralyzation. We'll see if you can focus on an interesting conversation.
Paralyzation, top one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need a 7. Fine.
Okay, so you try to like ignore a lot of the conversations and try to focus on one conversation, and you overhear two creatures talking, and it sounds like search plans. They are planning to search the caverns. You pick up. You don't hear anything about you guys. Like there's no mention of anything that you recognize as being specifically about you. There is definitely a mention of a need for reinforcements. Give me another saving throw versus paralyzation. Okay, you missed what was... Oh, no, that's a success, right? Yeah. So, the one individual mentions to the other that they'll need reinforcements, and the one that they're talking to says that they've already been requested. You don't get any numbers. There's a bit of conversation about sending out smaller groups back into the caves again. But there's an admonishment that they need to be more careful. A lot were lost last time. There might be more such creatures living in those caves. And someone needs to be more careful, kind of thing. Then the first one that asked for more reinforcements says, what exactly are we looking for here? And the one that it is talking to says, the Wise Queen will reveal it to us when we find it. And then you lose track of that conversation, and it's just more discussions of other things. And I think that... Well, is there any kind of, like... You've got a few minutes of the spell left, and you can try to focus in on other conversations, like, are you, maybe...
How many are actually injured?
Alright, so you're going to try to focus in on some numbers, see if
how many fighting forces? Well, we've only got like 15 people left or something, I don't know.
Okay. Give me a saving throw versus paralyzation again.
7's my score, so success.
Alright. You overhear one saying, another day or two, and all of the warriors should be ready again.
Couple of days of recovery.
Anything else that you want to try to focus in on?
Is there... Do they seem nervous about natural hazards attacking them, or animals, or, where we're not
Give
fully
me a
protected?
saving throw versus paralyzation.
Are they scared of anything?
All right, if anyone's talking about that, you don't hear it.
Yeah. I will
I think you have one more opportunity to try to focus in on a conversation.
All right. Is there any conversation about any scouting parties that have gone out currently?
All right, give me a saving throw versus paralyzation. You pick up that they appear to be waiting for reinforcements before they send out more scouting parties.
So they're holding up.
Yeah.
Well, convey all of that information. It was quite a lot of information, and it seems we're on a race for both deities in this crystal sphere to find this elusive artifact.
Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't get from them what we're looking for, because we don't know exactly what we're looking for.
I don't think they know either. So they just, I think, both the Grav deity and the other deity both know it's of importance to claim the sphere, whatever it is.
Important thing you heard was that their warriors won't be ready until a couple more days.
Yeah.
Either we can attack them now while they're weakened,
you got the impression
or we
that
have time to prepare.
They wouldn't be up to tip-top shape, but they've definitely made a lot of recovery. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. So the question is, do we want to wipe them out now? And then when the new group arrive, they know that this lot have been wiped out, but they don't know what happened.
But if we use an illusion to make it look as if people were down there, they might just drop people off and fly off again.
That's true.
If we can master that plan, at least to a limited extent, then they won't call in more reinforcement. They'll just be dead silence for like a week or so before they go in and check in. Why haven't they replied or contacted us?
Yeah, I think what we're basically looking at is we either wipe these people out ASAP, either today or tomorrow, or we try to hope we can buy time, by them scouting, and get further into the caves. But if we can't have monsters behind us to keep them busy, they're going to scout quite effectively. So if we're going to wait it out, then we would have to do things like fake cave-ins, make it maybe look like the people that were murdered are not dead. If you can have illusions to make it look like they've camped and that they have a defensive position, that sort of thing.
Sun Fayun speaks up and says, well, the undead around here seem to be much more powerful than I can handle. I have noticed that Solas and Ockar have been able to herd them quite effectively. What if we, instead of destroy the undead, just force them back into this area so that as these creatures come in, they have to contend with the undead?
That's actually a decent idea. Using Turn Undead to try to herd them in this direction.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never done that before, but
it's potentially workable, but quite hard to pull off with risks.
I mean, it's a decent idea. The
You'd
undead
have to
don't seem to be able
really
to
funnel
move-
them, though.
The undead don't seem to be able to get out through the doors. So,
But we
except for
tend
the
to
glowing balls.
block the doorways.
Yeah.
You can funnel them and just chase them, well, walk past them, you know.
So I don't know much about undead yet. If we turn the undead and force them outwards, would they not just come back to where they were? Are they bound to the place they're in?
It depends on the undead.
Yeah.
We would have to at least put some kind of...
Solas and Ockar would know enough about their turn undead power to know that the undead preferably will flee away from the turning priest for as far as they can go, and for at least a reasonable amount of time. So if if they have a straight shot a long way away from you, they will go that way as far as they can. So
Yeah. So we've
neither
got
of you
some doors.
really know how long that lasts, what they will end up doing when they get to the end of that extent, that kind of thing, though.
Yeah.
We also have to find some too.
It's true. There may not be any more in here.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
I have a
decent,
scroll
the
to
decent idea
create
to
undead.
remember
Not good actor.
if we end up finding more undead, but until we find more undead, we should keep that. We should just keep that tabled for now.
Well, can anyone make undead? We've got quite a few dead bodies around.
That would be evil act.
I have a scroll of it, but that's like asking
That
for
is a
penance.
no. That would be a hard no.
I think I have the most leniency, but I still need a damn good reason to do it.
Okay.
It's abhorrent to most religions, even yours.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, we kill the people in the camp, for example. If we're trying to make it so that, we got illusion spells to make it look like their camp hasn't been attacked, I could literally make them into and then make them walk around, etc., etc. And then, obviously, we'd have to dispose of them afterwards. But it's still profaning the undead, but that'd be about the stretch of my acceptable tolerance.
Right.
I can't profane the dead without repercussions. Any of us, really.
Yeah.
Not really in our ethos.
Aravan grants me some tolerance because he's very...
So, are we going to go on the attack, or are we going to stay away from them and explore?
Well, based on what Lafdul heard, we have time until either they get their warriors back fully healed or they get reinforcements until they come here. But when they get their reinforcements is anyone's guess.
I feel like we have a strategic advantage inside the ruins here.
I'd rather take the fight to them, to be honest.
Finn, do you have any control over the weather?
No, listen to me, Lafdul. What I think we have, there are more of them than there are of us, but if we can funnel them through these tight hallways, we don't have to fight as many of them at a time.
Yeah.
We've got wizards.
We have the advantage of an enclosed space, and if we have them coming to us, we can take them out as they come at us. And our casters in the back can throw spells at those in the back line.
There are benefits and weaknesses to either strategy, I suppose. I'm
I
fine
feel
with
like
either
if
way.
we fight them in the ruins, we have a better shot of winning than we do on open ground.
Less risk to our more vulnerable members.
Yeah.
We'll funnel them down a bit.
Because we could just use like a tight hallway as a natural funnel, especially if there aren't any other ways to get around the hallway.
You're
Okay.
saying we don't attack them, we let them come in here, but we make sure none escape.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a question about the weather, which may seem like I'm changing the subject, but I'm not. Do we have any ability to make the weather so bad that they won't want to land ships?
I cannot change the weather, but
Right.
if there is at least clouds in the area, I can call lightning.
Right.
Or a powerful djinn.
How big is that ship?
We don't know.
No, I was mostly thinking that if we could make the weather worse than it is, that
Hamper them or delay them.
it would say we'll land tomorrow, sort of thing.
You're talking powers that only the highest of druids can.
Ah, right. Okay.
Use.
Forgive
Yeah, it's
me.
like the echelon of like what magic can do.
You understand what the basic idea I had was for if we were to do it inside the ruins, right? It'd be like if you're sitting in an alleyway and you have a bunch of people coming at you at once, they have to come at you like one or two at a time.
Yeah, it's always easier to fight in a doorway against a larger force than
The problem
on open ground.
But
with that is that we
if
can't cut them off.
Can
One
any
of
of
them
you
could get away.
Can any of you set traps?
Well, even if they get
What
away,
kind of
it's gonna.
trap?
Even if they get away, it's gonna take them a while to reinforce again.
No, but
Yeah,
they'll send
but the
major reinforcements. You cannot let them reinforce.
Problem with letting them get away is that if they get away and can notify that we are here, then they know that we are here, and they might start patrolling the area with ships, and escape becomes much harder.
What I mean by traps is, can any of you set traps over an area that we're not in?
Conventional magical.
I don't care. The idea is, if the scouts come in and activate traps, and we can move some of the bodies around to make it look like those areas are being defended, they will then spend resources trying to break into those areas. And if we have further traps in there, they might have to get through 6 or 7 traps before they realize it's a dead end.
I mean, Lancel, you have that Glyph of Warding spell, don't you, that you could prepare?
All 3 of us can do that. Well, I don't know if Finn can. You got Guardian?
We can
I
put
don't
on
think
Glyph
I
of
have
Warding
Major to
spells on
Guardian.
some of the doors.
That's minor.
Yeah, so what does that spell do?
No, I don't have Guardian at all, actually.
From what I remember, Glyph of Warding basically sets up a magical trap.
Yeah, you can do multiple different things with the Glyphs of Warding, but this would be... I need to check what the spell components are.
Glyph of Warding requires incense.
I've got incense, but I'm starting to run low eventually.
Yeah.
Well, I think...
We just need to set up a few stuff to help thin out their forces.
Yeah, I think...
But that's also the same spell component for my Speak with Dead and my Protection from Evil 10-foot radius.
Yeah, but these spells could punish them as they come in to scout around without preventing our ability to go up and down corridors. We could potentially create escape routes where we can run through several of these spells, so that we can bait. If we get into trouble, we can run through the walls, and then they just get hit as they come in. Essentially, your spell would be fighting alongside us.
So I also had a small idea based on something Leva said earlier. She was talking about making an illusory wall of fire.
Yeah, that's very good.
And I'm thinking it might be even more effective if she does that. And then when they disbelieve it and try to run through, I create the real thing.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, if they believed both, they believed one, they would be effectively taking double the damage anyway.
No, I like that. I like that. It's very good.
Yeah,
Because
I do
the
like the double one as well.
The only people that are going to try and get through the second one are the ones that get through the first one.
I mean, if they've got no reason to believe it's an illusion, it's for all intents and purposes it's real to them. They take damage accordingly. They just wake up afterwards. That's what happened with Higamus when he was punched by illusionary water elementals. I mean, everyone was like, leave him, he's dead. He wasn't dead.
Yeah. I know. Right. So, could you make some of those things for tomorrow? Do they last forever? Do the illusions last forever?
They last for as long as Leva concentrates on them.
Right.
It's a concentration and 3 rounds afterwards.
I think the concentration spells are going to be things that you use while we're retreating and regrouping and preparing to counterattack.
As far as I know, don't you need to concentrate on the real ball of fire as well?
Yes, I do have to maintain concentration on that.
I had a thought.
I have a wand that can cast Wall of Fire.
What's your thought, Ockar?
Do any of you have access to the alarm spell?
Yeah, that's one of the best spells in D&D. Don't think any of us do. The wizards do anyway.
Well, the thought is that maybe one of us could cast an alarm spell on the entrance. Like, how does it work? Does it make a noise, or do you get like a
mental alarm?
Yeah, could like Leva or Solas or somebody cast an alarm spell on one of the entrances that we know of? So that when they come in, we know they're coming.
We don't have it.
I have a Druid's version of that.
No, the
Whisper Ward.
Yeah, you told me that one.
How long does that last?
Permanent until triggered.
All right.
It's a gust of wind.
So it's almost like the symbol, except you just cast it.
Then we could cast that on one of the entrances, and then it would signal you when they're coming, right?
Would it work when you're asleep though? It's just a gust of wind. Would you be woken up by a gust of wind?
Yeah, I don't know if it would actually wake me up though.
But if it's both of us casting it, then the odds are one of us would be woken up.
One question: you remember those creatures that we avoided? Was it those mushrooms that scream?
They're killed dead.
They're dead. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, I was going to say we could bait them into them, but if they've killed them...
Yeah, they already fought. I specifically asked Lafdul to check it out when they went to scouting.
No, it was just dead fungus.
I'm taking a look at Whisper Ward to see if it'll wake you up.
I remember Finn saying you saying that I learned that one, but I don't think Solas was able to learn that one.
It's most likely plant.
No, it's guarding and whatever, but I think it was more nature oriented for your ethos.
Yeah, it's something that Lafdul could learn, but Solas can't.
Solas, could you set up some things that look like traps that aren't with your engineering skills?
I would need something to use for that, and I don't know if there's...
There was plenty of crossbow bolts. There's probably crossbows around.
Yeah, but...
Could we...
Crossbow traps are like a cliche, like one of the most common traps.
Yeah, but if we're not able to set them up, could we make it look like they're set up? What I'm thinking is, when their scouts come in, if we can have real traps and what seems like broken traps all around the place, they will spend a lot of time exploring every single direction, thinking that someone's come to fortify the place.
So, Lazzle, do you have any glyphs of warning prepared for today?
No. Not today.
Okay.
I have one, Margoth says.
Oh.
Do you think you can put one on this door here, please?
Sorry. That door. Yes, I can. What would you like it to do?
Either an explosion of electricity or a normal explosion, just to take out anybody who tries to go through that door?
Just a general glyph.
Yeah, just a
Wow.
general glyph.
Well, hang on. Can we not have glyphs that are specific to their race?
She can.
You can.
Yeah, she can designate a race or alignment, etc. But
Right. Well, would it not be best to make any glyphs we make only attack them? Because
Yeah,
then we can go
generally
through
we
the door.
do.
I'm pretty sure
ourselves.
she can make it so that it can be that we can bypass it, right?
Either you know the password or set versus an alignment like evil or something.
Well,
Yeah.
they're all one race, aren't they?
Or race, yeah. I think you can do race.
If they're all the same race, then anyone who's any other race doesn't need to be targeted.
Yeah. So,
Which means if we drive undead through this way, we don't want the thing to attack the undead.
can you set the glyph up so we can target those enemies specifically?
Let's see. Creature type, yes.
Yeah.
May I suggest that if we are going to do something that's going to damage whoever tries to open that door from them, it might as well be something nice and loud so that we can hear it.
Yeah,
Like a
I'm
thunderclap.
thinking I'm thinking that it'll be like explosion or fire and makes a very loud sound.
I mean, if someone's in a lot of pain, they'll scream out and it'll echo.
Well, I mean, I want the trap itself to make a very loud sound. Can you do that, Margoff?
So first of all, because I was looking at it, Whisper Ward, I would say does wake you up, but the problem is that it would not be able to get you get to you inside the extra dimensional space with that Genva can create.
Yeah, so we would have
So
to
we
camp
have to
in
be
there.
resting outside of there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which of
For
course
that
would
to
open
work.
you up to creatures sneaking up on you while you're asleep, kind of thing. Second, Margoth says, I cannot guarantee that we'd hear the thing, but I can have it explode, which would affect nearby creatures.
That sounds good.
I could have it do something else, but it wouldn't hurt as much when it explodes.
I think exploding would be good enough.
Okay,
So hang on. Where were you proposing to put it?
just
It's
on this
that
door right here.
now.
That door there.
And it would blow up everyone either side of the door.
Whoever goes through first will be the one triggering it. And
Yeah.
whoever's nearby. That's why I tell you guys to move away from me when I set off traps.
I suppose it's a
Lafdul
fairly
looks
big
very
area.
mournfully at his boots. That's still ruined. Oh, I should have. No, they don't have
And
boots.
I'm thinking tomorrow, if they still haven't come in yet, we can set up a glyph of warding down this hall as well,
Yeah.
on the floor.
Well, if you're able to do more than one glyph of warding, I would say you could put several of them along the corridors that lead to here in the natural areas.
Solas at least has a limited amount of ingredients.
Well,
Yeah.
from what I understand is that you can cover a larger area with a glyph of warding based on your level.
No, it's a specific area, and if you want to make really large, like if it exceeds 50 square feet, you must have a powdered diamond of at least 2,000
Well, no, I don't want to
pieces
do like that. I just want to do like a 15-foot area, like here, going like taking up this, you know?
The problem though is that like it only triggers once. Doesn't
I
matter how
know.
big the area is. So
Yeah.
Well, I just want it in a line, just a line there.
Yeah, they
right, to
cross
just
the
cover the
threshold
passage
and
so
out.
anyone passing through there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan.
yeah.
Because we've already explored that area to the south entirely, I believe.
Yeah, which is incense. I'm just looking at how much incense I have.
Because I don't see any more doors down there, so I'm like, I think we can just like create a line with another level warning once we have more prepared, and just make it so they can't get through there, and then put another one here.
Now the one problem is that you do have that priest lock room down there. Remember.
Yeah,
that's
but-
something I want to put.
Priest
clear
lock
at
room
some
was there,
point.
wasn't it?
I
You
did
should-
suggest maybe moving all the stuff, but then last one would have to do another priest lock.
Yeah, I can memorize another priest lock.
We
If
could
you
do
could-
that and move all the treasure up to this room.
I'd say right in the very, very back complex.
So the
Yeah.
other thing is that, but of course that takes time and stuff like that, and time could be used trying to get, find whatever is in here that you need to find,
Yeah,
and then getting out, kind of thing.
quite
Right.
quite honestly, as far as I'm concerned, it would be nice to have the treasure, but the treasure is sacrificial over and above our
from Lafdul.
primary. Our primary objective is to get that item that will win this battle in this sphere.
Here's
Yeah.
my thought. So we set up that glow warding. What we should do now is that we should go and try to explore deeper into this place. And once we are worn out, which I don't think we are quite yet, we'll camp closer to this area, and then we'll set up more defenses before we explore again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Finn
Does
is
that
also
sound good with
rather
everybody?
Finn is also rather interested in unleashing nature's wrath on these creatures at this point, by the way.
I mean, you can always do that. Like once you have what you need, then on the way out you can hurl some magic their way and then fly off. So
Yeah. I
if you
feel
haven't
like
if you haven't had a knockdown drag out fight with them, then you can always just like send them some parting gifts of magic.
personally, based on what I know we have spell-wise, I think we've done as much as we possibly can to defend. So we should go and explore, and then come back here once we are worn out, so we can rest.
What you said made me think of something, Finn. Can you attract any dangerous predators into these caves and make them interested in the bodies in here so that they stay in the caves?
Well, it's all our corpses.
Not really.
Okay.
I could summon them, but
Yeah, they disappear, don't they? If you summon them.
Can you
yeah,
talk
they,
to
they only
ants?
last for so long.
I'm still waiting to know if you guys are good with my thought.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
okay for that. I'm just
A lot of
thinking
thoughts.
we're thinking on multiple levels, and we're going to have to go with one at some point. I was just thinking that if we could attract in some stuff, as well as having this glyph here, if we could attract in a bear or anything like that, it would give them something they would have to fight.
Yeah, but keep in mind that there are a lot of them, so like a
Yeah, that's
bear
true.
is not going to pose much threat to them.
That's true.
Mhm.
It might kill one if you're lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, it might even kill more than that, but with as many as there are,
Yeah.
like it would be a death sentence for anything summoned in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And I don't think any one of us would be okay with just summoning things to certain death.
All right. So, how much of the complex have we got that we think we haven't explored yet?
Real fast, two things. Number one, Solas, don't forget you keep summoning monsters that get killed all the time.
I'm not
I
summoning
know.
them to certain death.
I'm just joking with you. Two, Genva speaks up and says, I have one thing that I can do, just once. I have a scroll. I can create an illusion of a wall. Obviously, if they see through it, then it doesn't stop them in any way, but I can think of two possibilities. Either hiding our further progress, or hide the door where we've stored the treasures that we found so far.
That actually really works. That works. We could do that.
We're gonna move the stuff the next day to another location.
Why?
But if we just hide it now, we don't have to move it.
Yeah, but it's really close to the entrance.
Why?
Also,
Why?
we might want to store all the treasure in one location instead of two.
True. That's very true.
Why move the treasure? We've got
We
to
have
find
a
this thing we're
treasure
looking
in
for.
two locations.
I understand that, but we've got to find this item that is why we're here.
So because if we have all the treasure in one place, it'd be easier to be able to transport out everything else when we're heading out.
I understand that, but the treasure is something we might have to write off. And if we only have so much time to find the item, and
The
if we
treasure is
have
also
to
what we
leave,
need to pay our crew and
Right
everything.
there.
I know the treasure's what we need to pay our
You
crew.
mean further treasure or the treasure we already have? Clarify that.
What I'm saying is time we spend moving treasure is time we are not spending finding the item that we came here to get. And if reinforcements arrive and we have to flee to our ship, it may be that we leave here with what we can carry.
Right.
And if we go out and fireball them and kill them all, and we have time, we can pick the treasure up from 2 locations and take it to our ship. If we do not have the time, we may have to leave with what fits in our pockets.
Or backpacks or everything else we have.
Yeah. So we may have to write off the treasure. So that I don't see a point in with what's happened. If they weren't here, it would be different. But with what's happened, and we now have pressure on us, I don't see the point in us spending time moving treasure.
At least throw out the illusionary wall over that door so that they can't get it.
Could we use that illusionary wall to do anything else at the same time? Where was that treasure? Was it in this room?
Or the one, it's one down there.
Yeah,
So
I think it's this one.
It is in. No, it's in the one to the north. This one.
Yeah, it's in that one.
So
we just throw up an illusionary wall right there.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's no guarantee, but it is an extra level of protection on top of the priest lock.
It's got an illusionary wall and a priest lock on it. The only way we can make it any more guaranteed is a glove of warding, but I don't think that's necessary.
So will we just be blocking off one door with that illusionary wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Seems a bit of a waste, but...
Well, I mean, the other option that she suggested was also, like, you could hide the door, straight to the east of Ockar right now.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would it be able to, like, cover this amount?
Is that a permanent one?
Where are you? Yes, it's permanent until dispelled.
How big does the wall have to be? Can it be, like, 20 feet?
It can be decent sized. I mean, it would certainly cover up doors and stuff like that.
I suppose
do you see where I have my ruler down south?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's only a space like that.
It's only 10 feet wide.
Okay, never mind. Okay, we could use it to cover up this door here.
Okay.
So basically, you can use it to cover up any single door.
Yeah.
Or any passageway that's 10 feet wide.
It might be better for it to cover up this space so that because there's no obvious. I mean, the only thing that would give it away is that there's a hallway leading towards what looks like a blank wall, so they might think something's up.
You can put it closer.
Oh yeah, we could just put it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be good, and we can all pass through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. That might be better.
They would always go to the south.
That's fine. That's fine. They wouldn't be able to. We already searched the south.
The other thing is, if they do find our treasure,
we'd have to move our treasure on, which is fine.
If they do find our treasure, they will take our treasure back to their camp, which is closer to our ship.
We may be able to get it back there.
That's closer to our ship.
It's not going to take, half an hour to move treasure to another room?
It's not going to take much time. We can just move it to
let's do it then.
Here, and if they get it later, they get it later. But
where is the other treasure?
Well, at the moment it's safe, and it's just after the next day, after we got our spells back, we'll move it to a new location.
Where's the second lot of treasure?
We don't have a second lot of treasure yet.
As far as I know, it was all in one room.
We're carrying it.
So we've only got it in one room. And you want to move it where?
We want to move it from this room to the south to this room here.
Oh, we're not further back.
We don't want to
I'm
move
thinking
it too far.
of it for right now. If we, with the illusionary wall and everything, we're going to be leaving through this way anyway, so I think it's fair.
Right.
Will it all fit in that room? Can we lock that door? We didn't damage the door, did we?
I don't think we damaged that.
I don't recall it being damaged, no.
Okay. All right then.
Why not put it in this room up here that actually has a glyph of warding already on there that keeps on triggering?
That would take a lot more time to transport it there. I was thinking about a quick solution.
It's not much more time, is it?
No,
He's
but
right.
that door currently has a glyph that both me and Ockar
I guess we can.
triggered it.
Yeah, let's do that.
And it
We'll just
keeps
make
on
it quick.
repeating.
Oh, do
Yeah.
you think we could quickly move our stuff over into that room?
I
quickly,
wouldn't
but-
say it would be quick.
Like within an hour.
Within an hour.
Yeah,
Less.
okay, within an hour you could probably do it.
Yeah, and have Ginfa throw up an illusionary wall here.
Okay.
Why don't we vote on this? If most people vote yes, then I'll start doing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we're in agreement anyway.
I think
Unless-
me and Lafdul are in agreement. How about the rest of you?
I think it's better to have them in a more defensible position.
So
Well,
that's a yes?
Is that a yes?
Mhm.
Is that yes?
Yes, I
Okay.
said yes.
Finn, Leva, yes or no?
Yes, okay.
Okay, Finn?
Well, Finn's nature is to only take what he can carry with him anyway, but
Pay
Okay.
the crew and stuff, anything we don't
I'm-
keep for
I'm
ourselves.
outvoted.
Majority,
Let's-
I think a
let's
majority
get on with
says yes, so we're going for it.
Let's get on with it then.
Yeah,
so
we'll move the stuff over.
we'll work to move all the treasure up to that room with that glyph of warding, and again, if I can set up the illusionary wall.
Make sure everyone goes around the long
Yeah.
way around into that room.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we
Okay.
know.
I mean, me and Knocker know.
No, Braxon knows because he went around while other people were blowing themselves up.
There's a little tip for you there. If you use the if you hold, like, I think it's Alt with the drawing tool, the one that does straight lines, you can do it like right on the lines of the grid.
How about, seeing as there's a big step here, right?
That works too.
How about, seeing as there's a big step here where that room is, where we got to drop stuff down? How about we make a bucket line to empty this treasure room, and we move the treasure along in stages?
So the thing is like the items, one or two people can carry them because
Yeah.
you can carry multiple weapons in your arms and stuff like that. You can put some things in backpacks. It's the wheel, and it is the scrap metal that's the big problem. The wheel, the grabs will help move.
I'm having mine to just leave the scrap metal and the wheel there.
Yeah, I'm not-
Can
Keep the wheel.
Lafdul fit that scrap metal in his back
What?
or pouch?
No, we can't.
Mine? No. It would have to be Lever. Lever's the only one with a proper bag of holding.
Okay, Braxton's going to go and start moving the other stuff while...
I think Lever knows how much she can
I'm
carry.
gonna go help move the stuff that we can move, and I'm fine leaving the wheel there. I don't care about it too much.
You might be able to spin it and get your
As-
stats back.
As Braxton goes past Solas, he says, "Well, here's an engineering challenge for you. Can we rig up a trap so that when people walk near that wheel, they trip on something that makes the wheel turn?"
I don't think the magic would come. It has to be a conscious choice to
We don't
get
know,
the
do we?
benefit. That's
You
how
know,
magic
the
works.
magic users know magic. Generally, it's not the kind of thing that accidentally triggers. The best thing you could do is something like a suggestion, like something really good would happen if you spin the wheel, kind of thing.
There's, it's like using dictate, spin the wheel or something. That's for the priest.
Just get the
Okay.
crowd chanting "spin the wheel."
Yeah, we turn this into like a game show area.
But yeah, we'll start transporting the weapons and stuff, and then figure out the scrap metal. I don't
That's
know.
where they
I
start
mean,
getting all
like I said, it
beneficial
would be
ones.
okay to spend an hour moving all that.
Okay, so we'll spend an
Yeah.
hour. We'll move all of it up there, and then we'll continue on. Then I guess.
Okay.
You know what? Is aside from, I mean, say they do start coming in, etc., and they're exploring and they're trying to figure out why there's a dead end, and they come to the illusionary walk. It'll ever put up like a wall of force right there behind it, so the hand sort of goes for it, but it's still solid-ish.
Wall of Force only lasts for like one turn.
I know,
per
but when they
caster
start feeling around the walls, they'll just come into like a smooth surface, but looks like a wall
Right.
sort of.
Right, but she would have to be in super close proximity to.
Oh
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah, that would obviously she would have to be there. But if we're pushed to the wall, like we don't want them figuring out the illusion.
If you're there, and you're worried of them about them finding it, yeah, you can put up a wall of force basically on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
wall
I
of
hand
force
my
is
ring
invisible.
back. See. Sorry, I was holding on to Braxon's ring. I assume I would have given it back to him.
Yeah.
If we were there, Lafdul, at that point, it would be pretty much the same thing, just eliminate the group.
Yeah, the other problem with wall of force right there is that you wouldn't be able to get out.
Yeah.
So, since we're doing that, do we want to move all our tokens up to like this area?
I think that's what we're doing.
Well, I'm having trouble getting around the corner.
That's where someone says, I need to go to the bathroom, and they set off the cliff of falling. I said, oh. It's like, you set off this time.
All right, so the NPCs got up there. You guys spend an hour moving the stuff. Finn, you didn't have Whisper Ward memorized, correct?
That would be a tomorrow thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys
will
might want to
probably
make quick
take one.
notes about things that you want to do next time you rest.
Mm-hmm.
I could really inconvenient them by taking multiple priest locks and just lock all the doors.
Yeah. No, you could.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No,
You know the
that's a good idea.
password. You know the passwords, and you guys like. Swifty can you can hold the door open for Swifty to get through. He's not going to be
Yeah.
able to make the password, but you can hold the door open for him, and you can absolutely anytime you get to a door that you don't think has an easy way around, like it's a one-way door kind of thing, or not one-way, but like you're going through it and there aren't many other ways in to where you're going. You could absolutely pre-lock it, and then they'd have to
Hash it down.
knock it, bash it, dispel magic, something like that.
But
Yeah.
where exactly were we going again?
The room with the lightning trap that messed me and Lafdul up.
Where he lost his boots.
Yeah. So don't go through the door here.
Room with happy memories for Lafdul.
Oh yeah. Those boots that I never
Okay,
use.
over there.
Do not go through this door. We have to go through this door here. And then we go
Yeah.
to the left and
So we'll
take
just
the
shove
stuff
everything in there. Now that we've got that situated and we have that wall up, I think if we're going to go back to exploring until we're ready to rest and prepare more defensive spells, I'd like to check out the door on the room, like in this room, the door on the far side.
Yeah, where it had a wall of force there, a permanent one at that.
Yeah, to see what's on the opposite side of that wall of force.
Well, I'm okay to carry on. Is anyone struggling?
Carry on.
Solas still has plenty of spells.
Yeah.
Right. Should we do it? Have we been through this door before?
We went into the room on the other side of the store before.
I
But there
don't
was a wall
believe
of
any of
force
them are
and you couldn't get up
trapped.
I think I need to zoom in.
It
a
wasn't
bit.
trapped either, because we already did that before.
I'm bouncing
Yeah.
off all the door frames. Oh, this is where those people come out the floor, didn't they? I can't get through the door.
Can you open the door, please?
Because he's not opened it, that's why.
I mean, Ald.
Yep.
It seems like
check.
we're exploring more.
Yeah, you came in.
We came in through the south.
Maybe it's trapped.
It is partially revealed for some reason. Maybe it's not. completely
You
opposite.
opened it, but we closed it, if I remember correctly. Since you opened it before we camped.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the doors got closed. That's right. All right.
Yay.
Now then, the
Since
door all the way over here.
when we camped, we closed the doors to the north and doors to this room.
So I think that means that
we haven't been in this room.
Yeah, you haven't actually
No.
been in this room. You looked in, but you haven't been in it.
Okay.
The things we fought that came from the floor with the pathways were the room up north.
Right.
I'm surprised people are so casually walking past these statues that tend to come to life on a half-the-time basis.
Look,
not even half the
nothing
time.
ventured, nothing gained. If they attack us, they attack us.
No, it's the fact that you were so nonchalant about it. I don't mind, you know.
Okay, so Ockar, you wanted to open this door, didn't you?
Should we
Yeah,
just open
the
up
door all the way at the end.
Doesn't matter, I suppose.
Yeah, I used my find trap spell for today.
Pretty sure we've used all of them.
I do have detect magic spell.
So you're using find traps on this door over here, Solas?
I don't have find traps anymore. I have a detect
does
magic
anybody have find traps?
only available.
I can conventionally try to find traps, or someone's got detect magic, if it's magical. I'm going to assume that this door is trapped, judging by the fact that it's got a wall of force on the other side. Someone very powerful obviously put up these enchantments. In fact, I'm not even comfortable going through this door without a find trap spell. I mean, I can try and see if I can find one though. It might take a few minutes though.
I mean, don't forget
anything.
that Aravan does expect you to get by on your own skills rather than strictly rely on the gifts he gives. That's in his description.
I know. I tried to. Like,
is this room?
Finn's going to think about past experiences, and he's going to go over here around the corner while Lafdul's playing with the trap on the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna be around the corner as well.
Yeah, but it's like Lafdul has to strip down to basically just his armor.
Just leave me your stuff while you do it.
Fine. Lafdul's taken off all of his stuff apart from his 2 rings and his armor, I guess, and his clothes.
I'll hold on to it while you do this.
Old?
Yes, Solas.
Since we weren't in this room more than just looked in, could you give the description again?
Sure. All right. Let's see. So, you came in from the west, and you saw this large platform. There is a fading magical light hanging from the ceiling. The forward corners of the platform hold a vaulted roof. And being in here and talking to each other, the room has great acoustics for like speaking and stuff like that. So it seems like this was probably some sort of address platform. Someone comes up here and speaks down to people down below, which is 10 feet below the platform up here.
Mm-hmm.
The pillars are carved like stone serpents coiled around, and the walls once had fine mosaics of glazed tiles. But age has caused them to crack and tiles to fall out and stuff like that, and it's very difficult to see what they are. You'd guess that they tend to be abstract figures, animals, scenes, something like that, and it's difficult for you to like really know what is being displayed in specificity.
Okay. One thing Solas would just thought about it. Just to make it sure, Solas would compare the holy symbol he got from the spider thing to those items we found that had the insect mosaic or insect iconography?
They don't look similar at all.
Okay, just
Not
to
even
make sure.
not even the techniques are the same.
Okay, just to make sure.
Yep. Nope. That's reasonable.
Is there anything in this room to search for? Like, is there anything that look like it might have hold something?
Nothing obvious.
Okay. Then Solas will just study the room generally while Lafdul is searching for traps and trying to open the door.
Okay.
You got this, Lafdul. We believe in you.
He's searching for traps. He's only got his ring of holiness, his ring of regeneration, his armor, and his clothes.
Lafdul, you do not find any traps on that door.
It was nice knowing you guys. I try to open the door if it's not locked.
The door is locked, and you see no keyhole, or nothing similar to a keyhole.
I start searching for a secret button or something.
Don't you have a knock ability?
Yes, but I'm not just going to use it every time I find a door. That's not. There might be a button on the wall.
You do not find any hidden buttons or switches. You push a bunch of the stones, try moving some, push them, slide them, that kind of thing, and you don't find anything of that nature.
I call back. Is
there any speaker's lectern or pulpit on the
there isn't.
Higher ground?
Is there anything secret on any of the statues? They look like they might hide something. One of you two search the statues for a button or something.
Try
poking. I mean, I've also got to intimately know how the door operates in order to use knock, or know how the mechanism works. I can't just knock a random door.
Well, it has a handle. Yes, Braxon.
The snakes on these pillars, is the head at the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom. Okay. Oh. Braxon's going to look for the snake's tongue and see if it's a lever.
Okay. The tongue is not sticking out of the snake's mouth.
Okay.
And the mouth is not open.
Yeah, he's going to look for the fangs, eyes.
All right.
He doesn't think snakes have ears.
You're basically searching for any sort of button or anything on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have a chat with Finn at some point and ask him if snakes actually have ears.
Okay.
But for now, he's just poking the eyes and stuff.
I didn't think the knock spell required you to know the mechanism.
It like you can't just knock a wall hoping that there's a door there. You have to know that there's a door there.
All right, if I know that it's a door,
so he can knock the door, can't he?
I could try.
Yeah.
All right.
The door doesn't appear to work strangely. It's just that there's no keyhole, and when you try to open it in a normal way, it doesn't open.
I think it might be priest lock or wizard locked, so it's probably going to close and seal once it's. So I'm going to knock from an angle, so not be in a straight line if I can.
And here's the idea: if it does, I can just shove a piton under the door once it's open.
We just
or Braxon could use one of his many wedges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wedges he so much like.
Mm-hmm. And is frequently disappointed that he's not able to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He doesn't have that many wedges.
Well, I mean, when you leave, you can retrieve the wedge.
That's true.
So, knock?
Gonna knock it.
Well, real fast. Solas, were you checking the other statue?
Yeah.
The other pillar? Okay, so...
Studying it and checking if there's anything.
All right. Braxon and Solas, you do not find any hidden switches or latches or buttons or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys gonna get into a fighting formation once I open this door?
Yeah,
I'll be rushing
out in front.
Yeah. Oh, I might move out the way. I'd say where I am. Now, don't be in a straight line, Ockar. I'm going to open up, so if anything does trigger, it's going to spring out in a straight line. Whoever's in that line.
I'm going to be over here by the corner, ready to run forwards once the thing is done.
All right, ready? I point at the door and I ask Erevan to open me the door via the knock granted power.
Okay. It swings open. You can see just barely beyond there another chamber. There are more glazed tiles on the near wall, the southern wall, because that's about all you can see. You can barely see a door further in.
Braxon is running down to the door.
What? All right, don't go through it though. I might
So-
want to search for traps.
Braxon, you can see that the northern part of the chamber is there were glazed tiles covering the walls and more mosaics and stuff like that. Much of them have fallen off, but there are statues lining the walls, at least a dozen of them.
Braxton holds his hand up, says, "The statues."
And the statues are in shaped like necklace bipedal insects with just as in there's no neck between the torso and their head.
Can you
sorry.
the door to keep it from shutting again, Braxon?
Well, Braxton can hold the door for the moment.
As long as you don't close it, it will remain open. The wizard and priest locks don't automatically close the door, I don't think.
So put a wedge on it so you don't have to hold it personally.
You'd have to go
Okay.
into the room to use the wedge.
Yeah, Braxton's not going in the room. He says
I'll
the
go-
statues
I'll go
in
into
here.
the room.
Hang on. Wait. If these statues fight people and there's nothing in the room, then maybe we're better off leaving them here for the other people to fight them.
There's a door on the far side.
But
Yeah.
remember, we still need to get to the side with the wall of forces. There's clearly something important here if they have wall of forces blocking this way.
I'm starting to put
Yeah.
my stuff back on.
Alright.
Although I suspect I might have to take my clothes back.
That's
That's
my
like
thought,
equipment back
Bryson, is
off
that
again.
if this area is
Okay.
clearly important, they have wall of forces on the other side of it.
All right.
Oh, I just realised when I take my stuff off, it becomes visible. So I'm invisible, but my clothes.
Well, you didn't take your clothes off. You just took like your
Oh.
weapons and your.
Alright,
Belt
I
belt.
just
Lafdul
Oh,
just
look,
likes
there's
to be
this pair of
naturist.
gloves. This pair of gloves running around.
All
Yeah,
right then. If
I
you're
just
sure.
break-
Good thing
If
for the
you're
rest of
sure.
us, he's invisible.
Okay, I'll go in the room then, and we'll see if I get attacked.
I will break my invisibility because it's pointless
That's not
having it.
entirely.
It's not
pointless.
pointless.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can
mean,
still take off those things and leave them somewhere and be
Okay.
invisible again.
All right, so Braxton will wedge that door open.
Okay.
He's going to have a look on the back as well and see if there's a handle on the other side.
There is, but there was a handle on the outside too.
I'm putting my stuff back on, so it's going to take me a little while.
What happens when Braxton turns the handle on the inside?
Nothing. It turns. I mean, you've already wedged it open, right?
Yeah, but does it undo the latch on the door?
Yeah, it does.
And then he's going to put his hand around and turn the handle on the outside. Does that not open the latch?
That right now it is.
Leva has a question to Lafdul. Your god is temperamental, isn't it? So
He's fickle.
and could it be that he just closes and locks the door behind us?
That would be hilariously unfortunate, but
He doesn't have
wouldn't put
that
it
much
past me.
presence. He doesn't have that much presence on the
I
sphere.
asked Lafdul, please.
I don't. Thing is, what Solas was getting on about, I mean, if our deities don't have access in these spheres, they're very limited in what they can do. I think they can do some things if they're within a consecrated holy symbol. You can do something within like a certain range of it.
So, did anything happen when we entered the room?
Nothing did. Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check the next door.
Okay.
Solas gets out of the way from potential trap.
Lafdul's trying to put his clothes on, probably in the way of the trap. Oh well.
Why did he take his clothes off?
So
I keep saying clothes. I see a backpack, short sword, scabbards, bow.
You're
so,
only wearing
hold on,
short
Ockar,
clothes.
as you approach that door and reach for it, Two of the statues move with lightning speed, breaking off a thin layer of stone surrounding them, revealing silvery surfaces, and they move quite quickly.
Surprised.
To strike, I am going to need surprise checks from everyone as they are moving.
That's 1d10?
Yes, it is, and there is a -6 penalty to it.
That's a
Solas has
-1?
got.
It's a D20 minus 6.
D10 -6, yes.
D10 minus 6.
So
Don't-
I roll.
Don't I
That's
get an I
minus.
told
4
you?
with the minus.
We'll figure
Don't
out
I get
bonuses.
a-
We'll figure out any bonuses after it. Just roll.
Don't I get an I told you so adjustment?
I mean,
I guess Leva ran away into the wrong direction.
Yeah,
Apparently-
yeah.
-6. I'm free.
Apparently, I got -1.
If you have any reaction adjustments on dexterity, that will also apply.
Oh,
need
so
to
mine
read.
is a straight up 0.
Hang on.
No, it's a
Yeah, I
-1.
got -1 for dexterity as well.
I got. Mine should be a 5 then.
Okay.
I would need one more dexterity to get a reaction adjustment, I think. So 16 would have been what I needed. So no bonuses from that.
Okay. So, Lafdul and Solas. Finn, do you have any bonuses? Do you have Unfailing Premonition?
No, that would have been
That would have been.
long gone by this
Okay.
point.
Solas has my blessed watchfulness.
And that gives him a bonus?
To surprise rolls.
Alright. Unfortunately, he made his check successfully anyway. Finn, do you have any other bonuses to surprise?
No other bonuses that I can think of.
Alright. So Solas and Lafdul. Two people who are outside the room.
It doesn't matter.
Lafdul's
I'm-
putting on his clothes, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I'm going to be doing what I would have done even if I was closer. And since the door is open, this time my spell can affect everyone.
Alright. Okay.
Praying again.
Let's see.
Are we just set to 99?
Yeah, set yourself to 99. Actually, I need to roll for the NPCs.
Would I have got partway free grabbing my stuff?
Yeah.
How long would it take me to grab the rest of my stuff?
I don't know. What would you
guess?
have grabbed first? Weapons or...
I'm just putting my scabbard belt buckle thing, where you put your short swords on your belt.
Okay.
Reattaching things.
You would have had your belt on already. We'll put it that way.
You know, next time I go in a room with statues, I'm just going to come in and smash their heads off.
Yeah, but you go into a temple of Ogma or the
Hey,
Seldar.
no, he said that. He said
High.
that. So he's going to go defile every temple that he comes across.
Just this dungeon.
So we have to make sure that next place he goes is Temple of Ptah.
Yeah, you make an illusion.
Oh, you know what that means
What's
that I have
all
to
in here?
do? I have to have a trapped Temple of Ptah that has statues that come alive to attack Braxon. All right.
Mhm.
Let's see. So battle fate. Get rid of that. Emotion control.
I mean,
stone.
I mean, Braxon goes on about how Ptah is a god of craftsmen and he wants to
Yeah.
Destroy everything.
destroy works of master craftsmen.
Yeah,
So-
but he'll be crying while he does it.
Finn, did you have 2 strengths of stone? Because I see that you did cast them last time. I
He
think
did.
on yourself and Ockar.
I don't see anything in the ham rewards relating to animating statues to come after player characters.
Yes, I did have 2.
All right, then yeah, you did use them already.
Okay.
Is anyone still wearing the ring to communicate with Swifty because he doesn't know what's going on?
No. Brax is only putting that ring on when he needs to, which is why he's been lending it to people from his pocket.
Speaking of, I need to get him into the turn
Well,
order.
I was going to leave it with Finn, but Finn got told to give it back to me, and then other people said they were going to take it and didn't.
I think all the player characters all wear 2 rings anyway.
Okay, whoops, that was a 99 there. All right.
Wait, I didn't roll initiative.
All right,
so
roll
just
initiative.
put me to 99.
All right.
I'm grabbing my stuff, so I'm just skipping this turn.
And Solas, you cannot cast a spell. It is a surprise round. Is that affecting what you're doing?
Well, then I will just move a bit.
Okay. Does that change what you rolled?
It would change it by a minus of 4.
Okay, so you're at 9.
Yeah.
Put yourself back where you were. All right. Let's see. Where are my d20s? So, one of them comes towards you, Leva.
Quick! No!
I'm not sure if that was feigned or genuine.
You'll never know.
Was that a sarcastic? Like, oh no, don't have. Oh no.
How high pitched did you go then?
And it punches you for 3 points of damage. You do, even though you're shocked and surprised, you do manage to sidestep one of them. And
Take a punch, well.
Other one comes after you, Finn. And let's see, it does hit you twice. Punches you for 12 points of damage with both of its fists.
Ouch.
All right,
Solas is happy. Solas is happy that he is on the back line, but sad that it's the second line of the meat wall that is getting hit, not the first line.
All right, so you're just moving up?
Yeah, I'm just moving up to see the situation.
Okay. Lafdul, what were you getting on?
My pouch of accessibility, putting on a leather cap. Maybe my boots, my belt, I guess.
Okay.
I probably would have the short sword and dagger out, but that's about it.
Okay. And the statues are attacking Leva and Finn again.
Do they get to attack twice?
Hits you once for 3 points of damage, Leva.
Phew.
And
Hey, at this rate, she's going to be dead in a moment.
Finn, 1 punch for 2 points of damage.
Thankfully, those statues are not One Punch Man.
I mean, they're bald, so they might be related.
Okay. Now everyone can roll initiative normally.
I'm not carrying my backpack. That's the only thing I'm not carrying at the moment.
All right.
Oh, well, this will break my invisibility for certain.
That's certainly true.
Oh, let's go for axe.
Should I calculate my 2 hit with my invisibility or without?
Your invisibility
you
doesn't
don't
affect, yeah, it doesn't affect your chance to hit.
That's the surprise thing, isn't it? Or something I can't remember.
After the fight, Lafdul notices that in his haste, he put his clothes backwards on.
That would be impressive.
All right. Anyone still need to roll initiative? Nope, looks like we're good.
Sion is on 99.
Yep.
He's not doing anything.
Nope.
I think Old's emphasized he's not a battle priest.
The silver figure is attacking Leva again. with both of his fists.
Does Lever even get a turn?
Leva, I need you to make a saving throw versus death, please.
Oh dear.
Oh no, that was bad.
Leva goes.
This is why you shouldn't. This is why.
Anghammer
Hey, hey.
Oh wait, critical fumble.
Critical fumble. All right.
So generous.
Thank you.
All right. It
Thanks, Anghammer.
loses its first round of attacks.
But before people complain, who went and opened the door?
I
Last
didn't know she was going
activate.
to start wandering around the room before
I
I
come-
did that.
So,
Well, it's
Finn,
nice
I need you to make a saving throw versus death.
No. Can we do another one?
I think there's a timeout on it.
There is.
Oh, no, there isn't.
Oh, wow. how many-
Finn.
Refund Big Macs and use Leva. Leva's first.
Maybe I need to put a timeout on that. All right.
Leva's first. Big
Yeah,
Mac
no,
did
I
his
got that.
refund.
I did reject that one.
I mean, you're only doing like 1 or 2 points of damage and you're redeeming. Oh my.
Well, they were critical hits.
All right. So it did miss its second one. All right, Lafdul, your turn.
Sorry, Laughter won't be crit. He runs in. He thinks he's invisible, but he's clearly not.
I mean, you are, but your clothes aren't.
His short swords are just like swinging around. Oh.
What would be worse is if Lafdul wasn't invisible, but his clothes were.
All right, is someone going to make my critical fumble now?
Yes.
No.
I mean, you
All
can
right.
do. Was it 2d4? If a piercing even hits.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that's for the dagger, and it's actually it's large creature. So
No, D3.
D3, yeah.
2d4.
Which dagger are you using?
Blade Bane.
Okay.
1-1. This dagger's coming at me.
All right. So you strike at it with your sword, but it manages to just smoothly dodge that. But you surprise it with your dagger, and you see a cut left in its silvery body. Vordon comes in and says, what is going on? What are these things? He's gonna move up and try to hit it with his pickaxe. Well, pickaxe should be pretty good against metal as well. But he misses. And he curses. Finn, your
You
turn.
were saying?
All right.
Oh, hush you.
Swinging with the scimitar.
All right. That is a miss. Margoth comes in to see what's going on, and she looks like she is getting ready to cast a spell next round. Leva, your turn.
Leva casts mirror image.
So the luck of not being hit has worked in your favor.
Yeah, sort of.
All right. Let me see if you get a wild surge.
Mm-hmm.
No, and it's normal number of images.
That's +3, isn't it? Yes.
And Ockar, your turn.
So I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna stab at it with my long spear while Behemoth runs around to attack it from its flank.
All right.
Hopefully Beowulf's teeth don't break.
So I'm gonna redeem something for mine.
You can't redeem a critical hit on your own.
I can't?
No.
Not for yourself.
You can redeem
You
it for
have to
other
redeem
people,
it
but
for
not for
someone
yourself.
else.
I was setting up those hams.
You can redeem it for someone else, just not yourself.
Aw.
But he's done that before.
Not the critical hit for himself.
Somebody else has.
He's bought himself rerolls.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I mean, you can roll before there's
Finn's
a
doing it
redemption.
for you.
Thank you.
Seems like an IOU, really, to me. But
I'll do it for you next round.
wow.
So,
I mean, if everyone uses up their hams before you get into a big fight with the courier, you know.
oh right, that's something I need to think about.
All right, 21
Don't worry,
points of damage.
I've got more.
And then Bammel's gonna try to bite its leg or something.
All right.
But do remember that you get personal cooldown for the usage.
So, you stab into it with the spear, and a spurt of a silvery liquid sprays out from the injury.
Yeah, that misses.
Well,
15.
Big Mac has redeemed a critical hit for Beowulf.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh no, poor teeth for the doggy.
Don't want him feeling left out.
All right, 10 points of damage. And Beowulf does not like attacking this thing, and he is going to refuse to attack it again because you see more silvery metal on his as he pulls back his teeth.
So it's like liquid metal.
It might be
Braxon.
Oh, that one again.
toxic.
So it's like the other ones, the other liquids on metal we had.
These things do not move like the others, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the
Could we
others
heat
were
them up?
basic.
Could we heat them up?
You could try casting some fire on it, yeah.
No, warm
Braxon
metal or
took-
something like that.
Heat metal does not work on anything magical.
Okay.
If it says, "Say that's a nice bike," run away.
Braxon.
Right, are they going or me? Right, okay, me. Okay, I'm going to squeeze through between the grav and lever, or Braxon is, and then he's gonna hit this one with his axe
All right.
if he can. Oh, Thaco on the axe is 11.
Okay. That is a miss. Also, I realize Margoth should have come in a step further. All right, Solas, your turn.
I'm casting recitation, so Solas takes out his holy library rules for Ogma's library and starts reading.
It's like a universal groan between the party.
Every one of the party members and our allies get +2 to attack and saving throws, and enemies get -2.
Okay.
Braxon, question?
Mm-hmm.
The weapon you used, is that the one where you get hit points back?
I get hit points back from a ring I'm wearing, not from the weapon.
Well, the
Okay.
weapon can do it.
No, basically, if I hold a weapon while hitting things, I get hit points.
Yeah, but your weapon can also do that.
Yeah. No,
Use
but you see,
charges.
when I throw weapons, I don't get hit points.
No, he means you can use the Rod of
Rod of
Lording
Lord
Might to
might.
drain hit points.
Yeah, but that had charges.
Yeah, I don't want to do that until we've worked out how to charge it.
It also
Oh.
isn't cumulative with the ring.
Yeah.
Because you're not hitting it, you're touching it.
Yeah.
So Swifty comes in, quickly assesses the situation, and realizes that these things are attacking his new friends. So he comes up and tries to claw at one and bite it with his beak. But he misses with all of his attacks.
Even with the +2.
And Sun Fayun is just going to come in and assess the situation. Okay. And the creature that attacked Leva is attacking her again.
There are other much better people around. I can't. Anyway, there I go. No.
Pick a number from 1 to 8.
7.
All right.
It's 7 is plus Leva.
It punches at you and you lose an image.
Okay. But it was not a number from 1 to 8 because I put in the number plus Leva. So 7 is the max.
Then change it to the number of images you actually have.
Okay. That would be 6.
Yeah. All right. I didn't roll an 8 anyway, so.
Oh, okay.
All right. And attacking Finn. That is 2 hits for 11 points of damage.
Even with my full AC, huh?
Yep.
They seem to hit quite often, though.
Let's see. Braxon, you're getting a second attack?
Not this round.
Nope. All right. What weapon were you using?
The axe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Basically because I've done loads of sword stuff and nothing happened.
All right. No, that's fine.
I'm figuring they're all the same.
Isn't your tackle better with your... I think got specialization on your swords. They're similar.
I usually fight with a sword because I get 2 attacks. So over time it's better. This one has a bigger plus.
All right, so go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Good. And these high numbers from the party.
Yeah, it's great. Love it. Where is my list of spells that Genva has?
Do you have a melee weapon, Leva? You got a dagger, haven't you? Just wondering if you've ever... You have a few times.
There we go. So you can have Beowulf withdraw, but he is not going to be... he's going to refuse to actually try and bite this thing again.
Yeah, I'm going to have him withdraw.
All right.
He's got silver-plated teeth.
Yeah, he's got a filling. Sort of, that's leaking everywhere.
All right, anyone still need to roll initiative?
Oh, yes.
You don't have to.
God. What's that? The fighting retreat? We just run.
Yeah, just 3 then.
Okay.
You don't fancy punching it.
She's very slow. She has second thoughts about that.
All right. It is trying to punch you again, Leva.
They always gone first.
Doesn't it see any of the others that are around?
And
It likes you.
all right, so you got 5 images. So give me a number from 1 to 6, please.
4.
All right, you lost an image. And it is hitting you again. Give me a number from 1 to 5.
Oh, gosh. God, did I ever stop? 2.
All right, you lost another image, so you lost 2 images there.
So we have 3 images plus Leva.
And the other one is attacking Finn again. And that is 2 hits.
Good rolls, even though they get the -2.
Oh, actually, that's 1
Yeah.
hit then. And they're taking reduced damage, right?
It's only to attack and saving throws.
Okay. So 4 points of damage then, Finn. Alright, Genva is casting a Melf's Acid Arrow on 1. And that is going to be... With the plus to hit, that is a hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Genva is a fan of Ogma's library rules. Being a fellow wizard.
Appreciates the knowledge and what the library brings, so...
Genva isn't exactly a combat wizard anyway, so...
Isn't she? I wasn't sure what is she like an oracle or?
No, she's just Alright, so 5 points of damage on the farthest one away. The arrow streaks in between you, Lafdul, and the many levas to hit it, and you see some sizzling as the acid takes effect. And there we go. Braxon, your turn.
Right. Okay. Hang on. Let's stop confusing myself.
It's probably a good idea.
Okay, let's see if I can hit it this time. 12. Thaco is 11.
That's a
you
hit.
do get the +2 also from the
Oh, yeah,
spell,
sorry.
so it would be 14.
Oh, it's a hit anyway, so...
Do I get the +2 on the damage or just...
No, that spell doesn't give a damage bonus.
Okay, right.
Alright, 6 points of damage.
Right.
Actually, it's large, so D12. No, it's you're using
No,
max.
it's
Never mind.
D8 for everything.
Alright, so 6 points of damage there. There, you chop into it with your axe, and there's another spray of silvery liquid. Vordon. These things are slipperier than they appear, he says as he misses again. Solas, your turn.
I'm casting Magic Missile on the one that has almost beaten Finn to a pulp.
Okay.
That's a decent one.
19 points of damage. And your missiles streak in, slam into it. It is thrown back against the statues lining the wall, and it collapses down on the ground. A large gap is torn into its solid metal body, and you can see liquid silvery metal just leaking out of that that gash as it is destroyed.
I find it funny that I rolled basically a full house with 5 dice.
And
2 1s and 3 4s.
Swifty shoulders in between you, Leva, and this other creature, pushing you out of the way. And it's giving a mixture of a squawk and a roar as it's trying to claw and bite at it.
That's like a really, really angry chicken growl.
It's more like a vulture.
Yeah,
It has a
vulture
head like a vulture. And where would...
Oh, so it makes the right noises.
It does manage to get its beak in for 7 points of damage. All right, Leva, your turn.
since Leva doesn't actually need to do what she wanted to do, she can just casually walk down here because that's where she wanted to end up.
Okay.
There's nothing more
You don't need a dimension
she's doing.
door anymore.
Hmm?
It's like you don't need a dimension door retreat anymore.
No, it wasn't a dimension door anyway.
All right. Ockar?
I'm gonna send Bamol down here, see if Steinbjornson or any of them can like clean up that weird silver stuff on him, and then I'm gonna head over here and stab this guy with my spear.
Okay.
Has anyone got a toothbrush for Beowulf?
Be careful when you take the silver off his teeth. It's worth money.
Do we get a +2 bonus from the recitation?
To hit, yeah.
It's +2 to hit, yes.
Anyway, Beowulf now has crowns on his teeth.
My Thaco with the spear is 7.
All right, that's a hit. All right, 15 points of damage. There's another spray of a silvery liquid metal as you stab into it. Lafdul, your turn.
He tries to attack. Oh, the short sword's sitting really well today. I mean the dagger. My main hand Faku is 11.
Yeah, that's a miss. But it is a critical hit with the dagger.
What's your outer modifier?
Delicious,
for,
actually.
D3.
I've got +2 to hit, haven't I?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Still a miss.
All right.
Hey, it didn't do double ones. 7 points damage as you stab into it with your dagger. Finn, your turn.
Well, Finn was going to take another shot, but he's got nothing to take a shot at, so he's just going to stand there.
All right. You can see a look of consternation on Margoth's face as she's chasing after you, Leva. Trying to touch you, which in this case, since you moved, is going to require her to make an attack roll and try and actually touch you rather than one of your images. She's trying to heal you. All right, that's a hit. Let's see, you got 3 images, so pick a number from 1 to 4.
Oh, God, 4.
Nope, she touched one of your images, and that causes you to lose it, and it causes her to lose the spell.
How nice.
It's the downside of mirror image.
All right. Tsunfayun, seeing the cluster up there, he puts his sling away and kneels down and tries to wipe off the silvery metal from Beowulf's mouth, and says, "I believe it is quicksilver. Be careful."
Oh, that's valuable.
All right, and let's see. The silvery creature has lost its target, so it is going to go after Braxon. And that's 2 hits.
Even with the -2s.
Even with the -2s. Hard to miss with an 18 and a 19. Oh, nice. 15 points of damage, Braxon.
Is that in total?
That's total.
Okay.
But
I mean, could have been worse.
He got really swingy dice. He can do very little, very.
That's the nature. That's generally the nature of a single die damage roll.
How come it's doing so much damage to Braxon and it only did 2 and 3 for Leva?
Because it was really swingy dice rolls.
Because it likes Braxon more.
Also,
like rolling like a D10 or something.
Also, it hit Braxon with 2 attacks this round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a second attack this round, by the way.
Yep, Braxon gets one first.
So do I.
Okay. So I've got to make that a +6.
Quicksilver on your hand.
Oh.
Yeah, your weapon slips out of your hand and goes flying. All right. Ockar, second attack.
That goes 7.
Lafdul, second attack.
No. I'll just. What's my attack on me? 11 up to 9.
Remember the +2.
Yeah.
So it's a 9 with the +2.
I believe it's 9.
All right, that's a hit.
I will check. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, well, I assume it's a magically enchanted creature, yeah, so that would be 11.
Yeah.
So it goes down to 9.
All right. So yeah, you are getting +3 on it. So roll for damage.
1d8 +3. Right, it's large, isn't it? Yeah, 1d8.
Yep.
I mean,
10 points of damage. You stab into it, and it collapses down on the ground, sliding off your blade as more of the apparently a quicksilver starts spurting out and leaking onto the ground.
Can I try to grab some of the vial that's not covered in acid?
You can try. Do you have a vial that you can...
Yep.
Yep, all right. Give me a dexterity check. Actually, give me 2 dexterity checks.
Wants to avoid the acid, probably.
Wasn't that other corpse without the acid?
Yeah, this is the one that's right in front of him, and it is, like, kind of gushing out.
While he's doing this, can I go over and heal Den with a Cure Light Wounds?
Yeah, sure.
You're actually casting the Cure Light Wounds. You never cast healing spells.
All right, you managed to get a vial of mercury.
Yeah, I will also cast Cure Moderate on Finn.
Can this be used as the same spell component as well? I want to roll spellcraft for that, and tell me when I can.
Yeah, give me a spellcraft.
For resist cold and fire, which is a drop of mercury. Oh, I can see if it's the same substance when I compare the two.
Yep, it's normal mercury.
And I'll mention that to the party as like you can use it via resist cold and fire spells.
Do you want to compare that against what you picked up from the other creature?
Sure.
All right.
I just got one vial, yeah.
I already identified the stuff from before, liquid steel.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pulling out the other vial that you picked up?
Yeah, and that's got liquid steel that's probably hardened at this point or something like that.
It is completely hardened. It is unmoving.
Alright, that vial is basically ruined.
I mean, it still could be useful. I mean, it was liquid. Maybe that is something that you could use in a...
Car's raw steel.
In a spell or something like that? I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you.
So my jar is now a solid block of steel.
Basically.
Yes. Yeah, and both of you will have to break the vials to get it out.
Well,
or melt it again.
It was just a clay jar, so it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glass. Leva will take some quicksilver as well. She has.
All right, give me 2 dexterity checks.
Oh, okay.
Which one are you doing on?
Just a second.
I will also try to harvest a jar full of quicksilver from the one without the acid. If there's still left.
That's just this.
When I buy vials of mercury, they come in 10 doses. So should I add 10 doses?
Yeah.
Right.
Finn is going to cast Cure Serious on himself, too.
Okay.
Do I need to roll
Yes.
also?
Yes, you need to roll 2 dexterity checks.
Okay.
Mercury is quite poisonous, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's only if you ingest it, though.
You can absorb mercury through your skin.
Yeah.
It's my dexterity is. I just looked it up. Dexterity is 10.
Okay. So you do manage to get a vial of mercury, Leva. However, you did get some on your hands and Solas.
I succeeded both.
Okay. So you managed to get some mercury. Exactly what the
Well,
effects of the mercury on yourselves is gonna have to find out because it's not immediate.
Can I cast neutralize poison on Leva?
Maybe next time.
I think you might have to do that on Beowulf too, since he actually bit into it.
Well, I only have one.
I've got
Well-
another.
Cast it on Beowulf because Beowulf
I've got one as well.
has a lot more.
All right. Swifty
Between me and
also
Solas.
bit into one. So, just so you have that in mind. But that's going to have to wait until next time.
Poison for
I'm sorry?
Beowulf? Should I do a saving throw versus poison for Beowulf?
Wait until next time.
Okay.
The one last thing that I will mention is that the shells of these creatures appears to be normal silver.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a lot
It's the
of
inside.
silver. How much did I get in the jar of that quicksilver?
The same amount as Lafdul.
So
for
10 ounces.
Yeah. Well, 10 doses
Uses.
for
It's a drop per
Okay.
the spell. Yeah.
spilled.
All right. So when we come back next time, we will see what the effect of the mercury is going to be, and what
give
you
it
guys need to
6p.
do, and what's further on beyond this door.
One question?
Yeah?
Mercury is quite heavy. How heavy are those vials that we filled?
These are drops.
Yeah, they're same weight as like a potion and stuff like that, because you didn't really get
Half.
that much.
Okay.
Like
Thank
it's spilling into the floor and getting into cracks pretty quick. So
You're trying to trickle some into a tiny vial.
yeah, and
Yeah.
also trying to not get it on your hands and stuff like that. So, which unfortunately, Leva didn't succeed at that part.
so when Braxon got hit, does that mean he's got mercury on him?
You
No,
were hit by the silver. It's not the inside that got into you.
Okay,
That's
cool.
why Beowulf wasn't happy when it bits through the silver.
right. So we will be back next time, and we will see what else you guys find in the dungeon. I want to thank you guys for playing. Oh, actually, I need to give you experience, don't I?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about coming up with a variation of the polymorph self spell for Lafdul.
I
Being
guess I could give
something-
you experience.
It would be nice.
Silver related.
Yes, I could give you experience. Sorry about that. All right, give me just a second.
Sorry, we're not going anywhere.
I mean, you might.
Not before our XP.
I mean, Leva with the quicksilver poisoning might.
Yeah.
We need XP calculating music.
Okay, so that is going to be 2,000 experience for Solas and Leva. 2,300 for Braxon and Finn.
Wow.
2,500 for Ockar. And 2,000 for Lafdul plus 400 for his thief.
I got 200 extra?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that was for.
You cast a spell.
Actually, it was more for you were playing with Swifty. That's what Braxon and Finn got as well.
What did I get the 400 for my thief for?
You
Oh,
succeeded.
right. Me convincing Swifty to join us.
You succeeded with a number of thief checks.
You don't get XP for using the scroll, do you? Wizard
No.
scroll?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Not unless
that
well,
would be-
you do if you like use it to overcome a particular problem, and
Alright.
I think I put that in with the thief actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
When the things
I
happen, I write it down immediately, and then it's out of my head. Like I don't need to
Yeah.
remember it once I write it down.
Yeah, I was basically just leaning on my character's natural charisma and his personality to be like, it's probably best to get him to work with us to get justice for the people that got killed.
Yeah.
You believe in justice being a
Yeah,
paladin.
it was good role playing too.
So 15,000 for my cleric, and I'm up a level.
All right, I'll be sure not to get that for you. I mean, I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. We will be back next time. Don't forget that Europe will be on. It's back to normal time, right? Yeah, standard
Yeah,
time.
back to normal.
Yeah.
So for
earlier.
Europe, you're an hour earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
don't
so
forget that,
it's-
and I think that'll be going for 3 weeks before the U.S. catches up.
No, 1
Yeah.
week.
It's 1 week. Oh, it's 3 weeks in the spring then. All right.
Yes. If you really switch on the 6th, then it's 1 week only.
I don't remember. I usually just let it happen because it doesn't really matter. Everything is automatic these days. It's just the difference in time between Europe and the U.S. that throws everything out of whack.
Yeah, see all of you next week.
All right.
Hope you
Thanks for
enjoyed the
watching,
session.
everyone. See you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks for the
Thanks for the
game.
game.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for having us.